Yes, people. Welcome back to another match reaction. It's full time at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. The champions drop points to Arsenal after being 2-0 up. So let's dive into the game, speak a bit about the game, what happens, and let's go straight into it. So it was obviously a 2-2 at Anfield. To be honest, it's kind of hard to really make of the game because I thought the first half an hour was brilliant. The mood was high, Anfield was bouncing, the atmosphere was electric, it was brilliant. And it kind of just went downhill after when a certain man came on the pitch, if I'm being honest with you. It was all roses, it was all comfortable. Liverpool scoring 2 lovely goals from Gakpo and from Luis Diaz, all within a matter of minutes. We're thinking, we could absolutely put Arsenal to the swords here at Anfield. Obviously Arsenal did give us the guard of honour, as they said, which, credit to them, it's a class of respect. But yeah, it's actually kind of mad that Arsenal have given more guard of honours to Liverpool in the past 5 years than they've actually won Premier Leagues, which is absolutely mad that is the case. And obviously these were the stats. It was pretty even come the end of the game, to be honest with you. But again, in that first half an hour, I thought Liverpool was the better side. In that first half an hour, was playing lovely free throwing football. This was obviously the side that played Alisson, Bradley as slots that he would. It would be Bradley, Kanate, Van Dijk, Robertson, and then Curtis Jones and Gravenberch, Salah, Szoboszlai, and Gakpo and Diaz. I thought McAllister was going to start, considering he didn't start last week. He's just been posting all week. He's enjoying his breaks, as he has been doing. For him, Darwin Núñez came on, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Diego Jota and Harvey Elliott. 2 really good goals from Liverpool. Speaking on Arsenal goals, I actually missed the first goal. It was a Martinelli header. I thought we could just do better defensively, in my opinion, from that point. The Mikel Merino goal, it was really unfortunate because it was a really good effort from Martin Odegaard, who probably had his best game in probably a while, to be honest with you. I actually thought he was okay, picking up the ball, driving, actually having a couple of shots with confidence. And obviously, he actually challenged Alisson a couple of times where he almost got 2 absolute world-class finishes. One of them was like a low-driven shot, and Alisson just kind of pushes it out. And the other one was where Alisson comes out to save it top corner, and it kind of just ricochets back to Mikel Merino for a tap-in. So it was kind of unlucky there, to be honest. 2-2, I mean, look, it was 2-0 up. Look, we're on the beach. Like, we won the league, man. Obviously, it's nice to win football matches, of course. Obviously, I'm not going to say I want Liverpool to be losing 5-0 every game. Obviously not. But we're on the beach. We're on the beach. We won the league months ago. Obviously, we are confirmed Premier League champions right now. And, I mean, look, Liverpool are just doing their thing. We're prepping for next season now. And this is where the critique comes in for me for Arne Slot in terms of preparation for next season. Why not play Jarol Kwanzaa? Where is Federico Chiesa? We're bringing on a player in Trent Alexander-Arnold who got heavily booed when his name was announced, and he got heavily booed when he came on the football pitch. Why are we playing Federico Chiesa? I just don't understand, like, if he doesn't fit into your plans. What if now, for example, Mo Salah goes out against Brighton and gets a leg breaker? And it's like you're playing him in meaningless games. Obviously, you're gonna have to. We're not gonna field bloody kids from now to the end of the season. Obviously not. But I would like to see a couple of more changes. See a Chiesa potentially come and get maybe a Simicast in. Just give him some minutes because it looks like he's probably going to leave. Boost his price tag up a bit if you can. But on Arsenal side of things, Ethan Nwaneri, man, I feel sorry for that kid because I reckon he's a real talent. And where's he been these past couple of weeks for Arsenal? Because when he came in around about January and I started watching him, he looked like a bit of a saving grace for Arsenal. And now he's just getting no minutes. So I don't know what's happened there for him. But that probably confirms the top 5 for Arsenal now. There was actually a bit of a conversation. Could Arsenal potentially miss out? I mean, they would have to lose their last 2 games to not get it. To be fair, they have got Newcastle next, who are in form, and then it's Southampton. If they had lost yesterday and then lose against Newcastle, which you'd expect Newcastle to go above, Man City could then go above. Chelsea and Forest, if they actually won their respective games, especially Nottingham Forest, man, they've absolutely bottled second because they genuinely looked like they was probably going to get third, fourth, and now their fall from grace is mad because they've lost back-to-back draws. They've only got 1 win in 5, and that was against a very poor Spurs side. So it's going to be interesting on that side of fronts. But look, it's all preparation for next season, in my opinion, for Liverpool. Again, it is what it is. And we move on. Our next game is Brighton in the Premier League. I do want to beat Crystal Palace for sure. Mainly because, it's the game where we actually lift the trophy. You don't want to lose and go and lift the trophy. Do you know what I mean? It's not something I want to happen. So that is the case. But yeah, 2-2. You take it. It was a good game of football, really. And obviously, by the way, Mikel Merino did get sent off as well for a couple of fouls within literally a matter of minutes for him. I've seen a lot of people complain about Bukayo Saka. Robertson should have been sent off. Robertson almost actually got the winner, by the way, at the very end. But it was offside. He also got his first assist this season, which is kind of mad. I know the form he's been in this season, it's very been mixed. He's kind of improved over the last couple of weeks and months. But the fact that he's only got 1 assist all season, which is kind of mad. I'd have thought he would be on at least 2 or 3 somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So, and Szoboszlai improving his numbers against the big 6 teams. In the big, we talk about big game players and big game moments. Szoboszlai this season has been absolutely brilliant in the big games. Picking up 9 GA. I remember he got a goal and assist against City as well early in the season. And that's what we want to see from him. Keep improving those numbers. Cody Gakpo, by the way, I think has scored in 11 home games this season or 11 consecutives. It was something like that I saw. So, he's improving his stats. Diaz also gets another goal. I do feel sorry for Mo because Salah genuinely could have had, again, another 2-3 assists. And this is no cliche. Genuinely, if we had an elite striker, Salah has 30 Premier League assists this season. There's no doubt about that in my mind, if I'm being honest with you. So hopefully you can still break it, but it is getting to that point now where it's like, is it going to happen? Like, is he going to break the record? Like, let's type in Salah. So yeah, he's on 28 goals. It would be nice for him to hit 30 goals and 31 assists to comfortably break the record. It's mad. Like, maybe if he can get, he needs to get 1 at least against Brighton, in my opinion, if he's going to break the record. But genuinely to have what still, he's not. He's nearly on 50 GA. 50 GA. Do you know how mad that is? 50 GA. Put some respect on this guy's name. And you look at his output, he's only got 1 assist He got assist against West Ham, and look at the times he's getting assists. Players are just not putting it in the back of the net for him, bless him. To be fair, in the past couple of games, he actually just hasn't picked up no goals. Since Everton, he's only on 2 GA. That is mad in like 7, 8 games. People will start calling him, oh, now this is where he falls off and stuff. And it's like, come on, man. If you watch the balls that he's put on a plate, he put on a really good one for Luis Diaz yesterday, where he cuts inside the box, goes to each other straight down the middle, and heads it straight at Sells. But another talking point will be, is Diaz again good enough for the striker role? Again, for me, if he's coming up against teams that are playing highland expansive football, it works and I get it. But teams that more like to play pragmatic and sit in and possession-based football, it's like, it's okay, but if you've got to be taking your chances, do you know what I mean? But 2-2 at Anfield, Cody Gakpo and Diaz scored for us on our side of things. We now move on to Brighton. Hopefully, again, celebrates the record, but we will have to wait and see. So yeah, Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2, full time at Anfield. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe into the channel.